Okay, last session we discussed about working with styles and other options. Now, today we will see how do we deal with Bootstrap. How do we work with Bootstrap? So, we are going to learn working with Bootstrap. Bootstrap. So, what is technically Bootstrap? How this Bootstrap works, we will see. Actually, technically speaking, Bootstrap is an open source toolkit for developing with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Bootstrap is an open source toolkit for developing with HTML, CSS. Actually, it is for developing mobile and web applications with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript actually. So you can simply say that it provides one of the world's largest repository. Repository means library. So that helps developers to build complex HTML, CSS, and JavaScript pages with less logic and presentation. You can simply say that logic and markup. That means one of the main advantage of Bootstrap is without writing much logic, we can easily present contents. Right? That means in CSS, you have learned so many things till now. Like how to create presentation, means how to make alignments left, center, right, how to give margins, how to give padding, how to create columns. For that, width, height, and everything you have designed by yourself. But one of the main advantages of Bootstrap is whatever needed for presentation, Bootstrap will provide ready-made for you. You have to just implement. That means Bootstrap CSS will provide predefined CSS classes and style sheets which you can apply, provide, redefined functions, redefined functions to dynamically control HTML. JS means JavaScript. It provides JavaScript to dynamically control HTML. So we have so many important options here, right? How to use them? How do we work with them? We will see how to use and work with them. We will discuss about that. Initially, in order to work with Bootstrap, one by one, we will learn all of them. In order to work with Bootstrap, we need to first install Bootstrap. Actually, in Bootstrap, currently we haven't learned JavaScript. So after learning JavaScript, you can give more to Bootstrap. Currently, we will discuss Bootstrap. We will discuss Bootstrap for HTML and CSS. What we need for HTML and CSS. We will discuss. So that it is to implement the functionality. Bootstrap jQuery you cannot try now because for that you need some jQuery knowledge that you can do after JavaScript. So first step, how to install Bootstrap and how to use Bootstrap, we will see that, right? So let's see how we can define Bootstrap. So install Bootstrap for project. Remember, you have to install Bootstrap for every project individually. Every project individually. That means Bootstrap need to be installed for every project individually. That you have to know. So that means you install for one project. For every project, it should be same. I means you cannot use the same. For every project in the same way, you have to install. That is a major thing you need to know. Right? Yeah. Let's see how to install Bootstrap. Right? How we can work with the Bootstrap. First important to install Bootstrap, open your project location in command prompt. Our project location we have to open in command prompt. So what is our project location? Right. So before this, I already told you about how to work with fonts. Now this is the first time we are using some other library. That's the reason. First step, we have to install Node.js. I will tell you. So before this, first what you have to do is to set up environment. I will give you setup environment for Bootstrap. What you have to do is first download Node.js and install on your computer. Why we need Node.js? Because actually we need a package manager. So we call the softwares as package manager. Package manager is a software. Through this package manager software, we can easily install the libraries. That means once you are developing applications for web, so many libraries you need. You can download those libraries and you can use those libraries in your computer. So how to download libraries? Not only Bootstrap. In future, you are working with AngularJS or Angular or React.js or any web technology. The library for the web technology you can download from a package manager. So many package managers are there, like npm, bower, ruby gems, like yarn, like NuGet, etc. So many package managers are there, and npm is very popular. Npm is Node Package Manager. Others also depends on our requirement. So better we will download this Node Package Manager. How to get Node Package Manager? You have to visit the website of Node.js. You have to visit the website of Node.js. I will give you the link. The official website of Node.js, nodejs.org. This is the official website of Node.js. In that you will find other downloads here. Click on other downloads, and in that you will find for every operating system you can download. For Windows, you download and install. What you have to do is how to install the Node.js is Node.js is a package manager, right? How to do that? So you have to visit this website. I will copy the website. This is the website. Copy the website and keep that website here. And here, what we have to do. So visit this website and download. We have to download .msi for Windows. Then install. You can download .msi 32-bit or 64-bit. You will get a simple setup file and you have to install that setup file. No process in downloading. You can simply download it easily, very easily you can download it. Just what you can do is you can simply download and install and step by step next and finish. That's it. Once it is ready, what we have to do is go to command prompt, and we have to go to command prompt and test. We have to test like this: node hyphen v and npm hyphen v, means they are working or not. So open your command prompt and you have to type node hyphen v. It will get the node version, and you have to search npm hyphen v. It will give npm version. So that means npm node package manager is correctly installed. Okay, that's good. Once the node package manager is installed, now next step what we have to do is, if it is working fine, node package manager is working fine, now we need to download Bootstrap. So next point, we have to download Bootstrap using npm. So first we have to download npm. After that you have to download the Bootstrap. How to download Bootstrap is, go to your project location. This is our project. Now open the project in command prompt or terminal. You can directly open terminal here. Go to terminal and select new terminal. You can see a terminal will come here. You can see the terminal will come. This is our terminal. Actually our project, where is our project? HTML project. And that HTML project opens here. What we have to do, go to terminal and new terminal. So the terminal will open like this. You can see the terminal will come like this. Now in the terminal, you can simply type npm and install Bootstrap. You have to type this command. Then what it will do is, it will download Bootstrap and it will install for your project so that we can directly use Bootstrap. So you have to download and install this Bootstrap, right? So press enter. Now remember, these are all the commands that will work only when you are connected to internet, because they will connect with their website, download that library and store in your project. There is another method. You can visit the official website of Bootstrap. From there you can download the library, copy the library, come to your project and paste here. Instead of that, this is the best way. Now hit enter. It is installing Bootstrap for your project. It is successfully done. You can see Bootstrap successfully added for your project. So what we have to do, just first point, go to open your project in Visual Studio Code. Then you have to open terminal. You have to open terminal. How to open terminal? Terminal menu. There you will find new terminal. Okay. Then we have to type the following command. Npm install Bootstrap. That's how we need to install. Once you install Bootstrap, now what will happen is it will create a new folder by name node modules, node underscore modules. So whatever the library you downloaded from npm, that library will be stored in a separate folder called node modules. Now see, once you downloaded it, close the terminal, you go to your project explorer. In the project explorer, and surprisingly you will find a special folder is added called node modules. You see, node modules folder is added. In the node modules folder, you can see there is Bootstrap. In the node modules, we have Bootstrap. In Bootstrap, lot of files are present. Currently, we don't need all of them. Remember, any library you downloaded from node npm will be copied into this folder. So in future, if you are working with Angular or you are working with Angular JS, jQuery, all your library will be in node modules folder. So what is the hierarchy is, in the node modules, you will find in the node modules, you will find Bootstrap. In Bootstrap, you will find a folder called dist. In dist, you will find a folder called CSS. In that CSS, you will find a file called bootstrap.css. This is the file that we need for our CSS. This is the file required for CSS. So once you have this file, that means now you can start designing. Once you have this file, now you can start designing. But remember, this is only CSS file. You see, in node modules, we have Bootstrap. In Bootstrap, you will find dist. In dist, we have CSS. In CSS, we have bootstrap.css. If you remembered, I told you minification. Remember now? You see, they have given minified file also, min.css. The key file that we need for Bootstrap is Bootstrap CSS file. Bootstrap CSS file. Now, in a JS folder, you will find Bootstrap JS file, Bootstrap JavaScript file. How to use that also I will tell you. So we will learn it later, how to deal with that. But initially, so our requirement is that CSS file. Bootstrap JavaScript file, it will contain ready-made JavaScript functions, which you can use in your project, right? So initially we need this Bootstrap CSS. One more we need is in the dist folder only. In the dist folder only. In this dist folder, you will find another folder called JS. In JS, you will find another file called bootstrap.js. These two are basically required for designing our templates, right? So the CSS file and the JavaScript file. We can link these files and we can make the presentation more simplified, interactive and responsive. We will see how to use them and how do we work with them. right? How to use and how to work with them, we'll see that. Initially, Bootstrap is downloaded and Bootstrap is ready. And our main Bootstrap CSS file is present in this location. So you understood the path. Actually, path is node modules slash bootstrap slash dist slash css slash bootstrap.css. That is the path I given in a simple diagrammatic form. Actually, this is the path. So same for JavaScript, it will be in JS, bootstrap.js. These two are initially used. Every time we don't need that JS file. When we need that JS file, I will tell. We will see. Initially, how to use the styles and effects, we will see step by step. How do we work with the styles and effects? Step by step, we will discuss about that. Let's see. So first, we need to define. In Bootstrap, we have to learn how to use them. I will show you simple things so that you can understand. So that is ready. Bootstrap is installed. Fine. And this is the location. This is the location where you will have everything. So let's go to our project and let's create a folder. So Bootstrap examples. Okay. Now let's see how to use this Bootstrap. I will show you a simple basic. One by one, we will learn about that. See. Now add a new HTML file. Home.html. In this HTML file, in the head section, we need to link the ready-made CSS available with Bootstrap. So that will provide you CSS. Suppose see, I am designing body section and I keep a heading Bootstrap demo, and here I kept a button. So suppose submit or say delete like this. Now usually what happens is when I run this, it looks normal. When I run this, it looks normal. Nothing special. Now link the Bootstrap file in the head section. CSS file link relation is equal to style sheet and link href is equal to dot slash. It is in node modules. In node modules, Bootstrap. In Bootstrap dist. In dist CSS. In that bootstrap.css. We have linked that file. So save. That's it. After linking the file, that CSS file is having some ready-made effects. Once refresh the page and see, you will see your page has changed a little bit. You observed your page has changed in font, in margins, it has changed a little bit. And see here, now what you learn in Bootstrap is you have to learn how to give effects for body, how to give effects for headings, how to give effects for buttons like that. For example, step by step I will tell you, just example I am showing. See, for body, I am giving a class called container. Actually, this is a ready-made class. These classes we will learn now. Now, when I apply this container class, you can see margins adjusted automatically. Suppose I want to give appearance for button. You see, I'm using a class called btn danger, and btn danger. Okay, and you see here automatically that button will get appearance like this. That's very simple. Actually, to give effect like this, you need to write so much. You need to write height, you need to write width, you need to write back color, you need to write text align to center, you need to write color to white, and you need to put border radius. Instead of that, you can simply design. Suppose I written like btn outline danger, and you can see that it will be like this. On mouse over, it effects will change. For that, what we have to do actually, again we have to write button hover, colon hover, how it should appear. Now it is ready-made. It is easy for defining styles. What you have done, you have just imported this CSS. So it will have all ready-made effects. Now, as a learner of Bootstrap, what you have to learn? So already the styles are written for you. You have to just learn the name of the classes and how they are used. Means how buttons are displayed, how forms are displayed, how paragraphs are displayed, what classes are used. Only these things you have to learn. That makes the development more faster and easy. Even lot of logic also you don't need to write. It will provide ready-made JavaScript functions. For that we need Bootstrap JS file. I will tell you about that, how to use it. So we are going to learn these options step by step. Let's see how to link Bootstrap. We learned. So after downloading, what we have to do is go to your HTML page and link Bootstrap CSS. So in head section, link relation is equal to style sheet, and href is equal to, you have to write the path, means where it is present. If it is in the same folder, you know how to write the folders. Na? Node modules in that Bootstrap /dist and /css bootstrap strap.css. Now immediately tomorrow many people will come with a complaint. Sorry, in my computer Bootstrap is not working. In your computer Bootstrap will work. Only the problem is the path may be wrong. You have to clearly verify. That means already you know, if you maintain your HTML page in a separate folder, our HTML page is in a separate folder in Bootstrap examples. We need to come out of that folder and access node modules folder, and make sure that when you installed node modules, I told you terminal, na? You make sure that you installed in the main folder. That means C:/ our HTML project. You installed at that location, right? Because where you installed the Bootstrap, node modules folder will come at that place, right? Now node modules folder is present in this folder, HTML project. So then how to access the path is important. Now once Bootstrap CSS is ready, now you can start using Bootstrap. So we will learn one by one all the concepts about Bootstrap. Let's see how to use Bootstrap and how do we work with the Bootstrap. So one by one, we will see how to deal with that, right? So first important is we have to learn in the Bootstrap about the first concept is about in the presentations. The first place is about how we can define the layouts, right? Means first important in Bootstrap, we have to know about Bootstrap containers. So in Bootstrap, one by one, we will see the first option is Bootstrap containers. Actually, technically, what are containers and how to use them? In Bootstrap, you will learn so many things. You have to remember the class names and for which situation, which class is required. You need to know that. Let's see. Actually, container is nothing but uh, containers are used for a basic layout design. Used for basic layout design. So actually, they are used. They are used for grid design. They are used for grid design. Means we learned about grid. They are used for grid design. And actually, containers are defined with margin and padding. Containers are defined with the margin and padding, right? Now, actually, Bootstrap have three different containers. Bootstrap provides three different containers. So one is first one is uh, three containers. Three container generally container means actually they are called classes actually, right? Container classes. So three containers. One is a basic container. One is container. Another one is container fluid actually, fluid. Another one is we have container breakpoint. So we have a container breakpoint. Breakpoint means this is based on width, based on the width, right? So that means small, medium, large, Excel like width we can define actually. Now, what is the purpose of this container is container by default have margins and padding. We can apply the containers as per our requirement and you can define them. Right. So generally, what are the different containers? So what is the basic size of their container? Let's say basic example, we will see that. Right. So container classes in Bootstrap are, so we have so many classes, class name and purpose. Let's see what are the container classes available and purpose. In Bootstrap, you have to just learn those class names. You have to learn the class names, right? So actually, what is the container and how the container works. Let's see one example for that. Generally, container class is dot container. This will take, that means based on devices, right? Actually, different devices have different options. We have a container class, and usually the container class, so min, it will start with 540 pixels. 540 pixels. So min 540 pixels, right? And it can go maximum up to 1140 pixels. Sorry, 1200 pixels actually. 1200 pixels. That means this is in width actually. Width. That's what it can define. Maximum it can define. So that is the container actually. We have container dot container SM. SM is for small. Small. This will be from 540 pixel, and maximum it can be up to 1140 pixel. 1140 pixel. So that is width. Similarly, we can define container. Container medium. We can give container so large, and we can give container XL, and we can give container fluid. Actually, these containers for medium and large devices actually. So SM is mostly used for mobile based devices, and a little bit screen for mobiles means it can this will be 100%, MD will be 100%, and this also maximum 1140, and this will be like tab like devices, means a little bit large screens, and this is also 100%, and it can be up to so 1140 this also, and this will be like laptop like devices, and this will be 100%. Usually this is targeted towards desktop like devices, so like desktop like devices, screens, monitors actually. Fluid is 100%. This is a responsive size. This is 100% responsive actually. That means it will adjust according to the device. So if you want to target to any specific, then you can use different containers and you can define different containers, right? Container fluid will take entire viewport. It will adjust according to that. That means it will be more responsive and it will be adjusting according to the content inside it. So whenever we are designing, first important is about this containers, how we can design the container, right? So the container, how we can configure, let's see one simple example for that. Means how we can use the example. Let's see. So what we have to do is, already I applied, you can observe here, simple, go to the design. Yeah, in the design, you see, first we have to import this style, and here we need to keep what is the style sheet to be imported, that bootstrap.css. Okay, now I will give here a div. This is container. This is container, and this is container some SM, and this is some container fluid like this. Some basic containers I have given. Now remember, already Bootstrap provides a class. You have to just import that Bootstrap CSS and we can apply. Remember, you are applying some additional effects at the same time. You can add some more effects also. Like suppose we have div. So, or for every container, that means we will add a style. What is meant by open source? Bootstrap is open source. Open source means what? They will provide you a functionality. If you want, you can extend it. If you want, you can make it more better. You can change according to your requirements. Already container is present. For what I will do is, for those container, I will put container, or see, for first div, I will just give the div. In the div, I will apply border. Border as 2 pixel solid and dark CM. Okay, that is the border. Now what I will do is, all divs are having borders. That means usually all will display like this. And for every div, so I will give here. So top margin top as some 10 pixel, so that I can clearly separate the divs. Okay. Now let's give a first div with a class called container, and I will save this, and you can see that first div is like this. That means it will adjust automatically the width and the margins and padding, everything will be adjusted. You can see even padding also adjusted. So we are applying a predefined. Suppose I am writing the second one with a class called container SM, then you can see it is a small container. It looks same, but it will fit onto the devices. It will fit onto the devices. That means for mobile like devices, it will fit into it. Now when I am adjusting, you can see all containers are fitting according to the width. But when it goes to various devices, it will be like this, right? And the last one, container, I'm defining this class as fluid. That means container fluid, and it will get the fluid experience. That means fluid means the width will adjust according to browser. That means when you are zooming, you can see it will adjust. It will adjust. When you are zooming, it will adjust. All the containers have that ability. But fluid means it will be up to complete screen occupied. And container SM and container, so will be like based on the device what you are using, right? That means the width will be adjusted according to the contents, according to the device width actually. Fluid will get you up to margin of the viewport complete. Page margins for container SM and actually these SM and all are suitable to view on mobile like devices when you are watching on mobile like devices. Usually we use container fluid like options, especially when we are designing our pages and testing our pages. So that is the basic thing we need to know, right? So these are all the basic container related options. Yeah. Next important after containers, Now we need to understand other effects. And as I told you that, see, the container is this. For example, I want to make changes for container SM. That means for container SM, I want to keep more padding, right? I want to adjust the height. Then actually we haven't written any container SM class. That class is coming from Bootstrap CSS. We can go to that file and we can make changes in that file, or we can extend it. Extend means here I am writing dot container SM. What does that means? Already container SM have some effects. To that we can add some additional effects. Additional effect, padding. I will change padding to suppose 50 pixel, and you can see here padding is more adjusted, right? I can change the container SM text align to center, text align to center. It will give it to center alignment. That means already some effects are there. To those effects, we can add some more. We can add some more, right? That's what actually the advantage of Bootstrap. So it provides options and also it provides us to customize. Actually, you can go to the original Bootstrap file and you can make changes into that. So that customizations, how to do, we will discuss in a later stage. That means towards the end we can learn about that. As of now, this is the basic option, right? So this is how we can define the containers, how we can configure the containers. So next important is, another important option is, now similarly all other effects we will learn, means all other effects we can understand, right? How to add them, how to work with them. We will see other options, because actually what happens is when you have some styles, based on the styles, the complete appearance will be changing. Appearance will be changing. One by one, we will discuss about them, right? How to use the styles. As of now, this is only one important option about how to use a container. The original file, see, this is the Bootstrap CSS file. I told you when we are publishing, actually we can use the minified files. This is while developing. The original file is present in that location. See, node modules, dist, CSS, open that original file. This is the original file. And you can see this is the Bootstrap latest version available. And it is downloaded from that official website. Actually, if you want Bootstrap to download, generally what you have to do, you have to visit their website, getbootstrap.com. In this website, you have to click on downloads, and you can get the download files. You can download those files. You know, we discussed about CDN. They will provide a CDN. They will give you ready-made options, and you see npm download, yarn download, ruby gems download. So many package managers are there. NuGet download. We can download from various locations and we can use them from various locations. Actually, Bootstrap provides not only free, it provides a paid service also. You see, in Bootstrap, you have themes. When I open the themes, you can see these are Bootstrap themes. You can see these are the Bootstrap themes, means website themes. And you can see they have money payment. That means you download that theme. These are website themes actually. You download that theme, they will give you complete designs, means ready-made CSS, HTML. They will give you that entire website design for free. So means all those you can freely customize, but you have to buy it, right? Customizing is free, so you have to buy this template. Then you don't need to design entire website. For designing entire website, whatever pages are needed, whatever templates are required, they will provide for us. According to the business, we can download the template, you can purchase, and we can use. Generally, web developers do this very much. That means, suppose you go to website developers and ask that I want a website, then they will interactiveness, ready-made effects. You have to just remove the content and put your content. That will be more easy, right? These are paid sources. That means Bootstrap is not just free. It has paid service also, from where you can get website designs. You can use those designs in your website, right? That's what actually the importance of Bootstrap. Now, in that, we have just learned only one container, how to use the container. You see in this Bootstrap file, ready-made all effects are written. We have to just use them according to requirement. And that's what we are going to learn, how to apply the effects and how to use the effects, right? That one by one, step by step, we will start. Today, we just learned only one option, downloading, installing, and working with container, and how to design containers. So this is the basic example of container. Now buttons, tables, forms, and how to design various effects. This all we will discuss in next session. So tomorrow we will continue with this. And tomorrow we will go in depth. Now we will use both Bootstrap CSS and Bootstrap JavaScript also. Because we don't need to write code, we will use Bootstrap JavaScript also for presentation, right? Later, when you learn JavaScript, you can add that for additional effects, right? So tomorrow we will continue with this. Okay, thank you. Bootstrap means it provides ready-made. Ready-made means they have ready-made IDs, ready-made classes. Mostly Bootstrap will be only classes. You cannot apply ID. Bootstrap provides ready-made classes. That means you have to use only class. What they provide, you have to use. And Bootstrap provides all classes only. Okay.